If the algorithm sent you this video, it's because you feel stuck in life and you don't know what the fuck to do anymore. In this video, I'm just gonna tell you straight up everything I know about coming back from hitting rock bottom and trying to pick yourself up, and you might just come out of this a whole different person. Let's get started. Let me tell you a story before we get into the messy and we find out life isn't as tricky as you think it was, and the solution is very simple as long as you watch till the end of this video to understand all the pieces that go into planning your future and leaving that bullshit that you're living right now in the past. This is the video that will change your life. Let me tell you my fucking story. Alright, so I'm an American hikikomori. If you don't know what hikikomori is, you can look it up, or it's just a poor virgin who doesn't know shit about the world, just whatever happened in their past. And that's what they see as fact or whatever they see online. No fact checking, just okay, if they said it, then it must be true. And that was me for many years. I didn't work for 5 years. I would love to be online all day, either gaming or watching video essays that are 4 to 5 hours each, because those are the best ones. You really get in depth with something you want to know, but you don't want to put the effort in reading or watching. I didn't want to watch or play all of Final Fantasy. I just want to watch a 10-hour review for half a day. And it was amazing. No school, no job. I just had to buy the junk food from my previous job salary, and I could live off of that for probably 5-10 more years because I don't pay rent at all. You get it. I don't have to care about the way I look or what I said. I could say dumbass shit all the time. And then after 2 to 3 years of just doing nothing, I got into self-improvement pretty hard. Started working out, making tons of YouTube channels that had bullshit AI that never popped off because people online kept fucking saying you can make $10,000 a month all from your phone, but the serious ones will put in more work. And if you keep watching this video, you'll know the hidden secrets that no one tells you about in the 5th step. Fuck you. But that's for a whole different story. For now, I just felt like a millionaire doing nothing. I somewhat improved myself for quite a bit, but during these winter times, I got kind of, 1, lonely, and 2, I felt, what am I doing with my life? I'm like 21, 22, and people my age should be working. The guilt got to me, and I'll be honest, for the first 2-3 years, I didn't give a fuck. My previous bosses were such bitches, I couldn't do it anymore. And after a while, my parents would obviously tell me to go get a job, and I'd lie to them saying, I'm applying, but I didn't do shit. I don't know about you guys. If you have felt this way, let me know in the comment section below. But eventually you start thinking these really dumb questions like, what is life? What is the meaning? Why did God put me here? If I hate everything in this world, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? And then I tumbled down this depressive hill where I haven't worked such a long time. My resume is a piece of shit, or I don't even have a resume. Plus, I have no friends. I have no experience with anything. I don't have any personal life outside of this. What am I supposed to fucking do? I hate jobs. I don't have friends. My parents have this curfew even though I'm an adult already. And all I ever do is work these meaningless part-time salary that will never get me any money to move out. And I don't want to move with roommates, but that's a whole different topic. And on the other hand, if I stay at home, I'll probably live as a couch potato my whole life, and my parents will just yell at me saying, you're such a fucking loser. Look at the neighbors. They're super young and they already have a job. It's very exhaustive until I found the answer. And let me just say, here's where it starts. Let's see if I get you guys right. And if not, let me know in the comment section below what is different about you, because this is many people that I've talked to that are in the same situation. I usually hit right on the head and I knew exactly what they're dealing with, and I could help them right off the bat. Most of these people were college students, high school students, and the people in some of my jobs that didn't want to do this job again. The first thing most people are dealing with, I was dealing with the same thing, is every day, every week felt like they were just mixing together. It became a blur. I don't know what day was Monday, what day was Tuesday, what day was Friday. And this especially happens when either you're having way too much fun or you're improving yourself too much and not doing anything about your real life. Okay, you have muscles on your muscles. Nice one, bro. How much money do you have in your bank? How many friends do you have? Right? Very little or none. And that was the same situation I was in, as I told you before. One day you're playing crazy amounts of Call of Duty for hours, and right after that you go to the gym and Call of Duty and gym, and the weekend comes, you might hang out with your family, or maybe you have a few friends, and then the weekday starts again. Everyone has a job or they have families themselves. What are you supposed to do? What are you fucking doing? The weeks go by in Genshin Impact, and you figure out, even though you've completed all the missions, you got all the quests done, 3 whole months have passed, and it felt like it was just 1 week. It was January 1 month, and now it's March. You're watching one season of Breaking Bad, then you watch 3, and then you watch 7, and it's over. You've completed the whole series, and what now? And there's only 5, so where do the other 2 seasons come? You start a whole different series. And don't get me started when you're the guy who likes to do self-improvement, read all the self-help books, go to the gym, watch a bunch of these videos and not do shit about it, which pissed the fuck out of me, because what was the point to imagine that you have a big dick when you have a small penis? If you can't handle the truth, fuck out of here. This group doesn't need people like you. And it's even more worse if you have social anxiety, because clearly you don't even want to go outside in the first place. And needing to go outside, be an adult, quote unquote adult, and do your job can be so hellish that you'd rather even die than go out there again. So I would suggest go watch my video on social anxiety. That's what helped me. And if you have any question on social anxiety, leave a comment on that video so I know. I'll have to make a part 2 so everyone understands social anxiety is very, very manageable and it doesn't have to ruin your life like you're doing it right now. So you might be asking, why is this happening? What the fuck am I doing wrong? And it's something called dissociation. And the reason why you're disassociating is probably because you're too stressed, you're not sleeping enough, you're not eating the right type of foods, and you're not learning how to deal with your mental health more than all the other superficial shit, like how to get a girlfriend, how to make tons of money, how to get a 6-pack and get really jacked. As far as the last one, you could probably bet your bottom dollar this channel will help you with the mental shit. So subscribe now so I can help you. I'm gonna go through these really fast. And most of you already know the answer to these, but I'm just here for the people who don't know just yet. And these are super general. This is just tips to start out, and this is not going to cure anything, but will help the people who don't know. The way you're going to lower your stress level is to go outside, you got to work out, you got to meditate way more than you're doing, but no more than like 5 minutes. It's really all that bullshit they preach in every video. Meditate, write in a journal, read, lift those weights like an animal. And while this is kind of toxic and masculine and shit like that, all that still applies to you. It doesn't have to be that intense, but do some form of that to start off with. The lack of sleep part, make sure you don't look at your phone half an hour to an hour before bed. You can either pray before bed or listen to music in a quiet room that's dark, or even stretch before bed, but nothing with the lights on. And of course there's vitamins and stuff like that can help you, but for now just try out these tips, do a little bit of research, and then that should help you out. Your poor diet depends on what it is, of course. If you're too fat, you know you have to eat less, and how you're going to eat less, you're going to have to confuse your brain, so eat with the smallest fucking spoon you have. And when you're eating bags of chips, try to put a small amount in a different bag, and that's all you can eat for the day. No cheat days, only cheat meal once a week. And if you're really thin, bro, just go and look for the things that have the most calories and eat those. I know a lot of you guys find it hard to eat because either you don't want to eat, it's too much time, or food is not that appealing to you, but make it happen, man. And if you're feeling overworked because you either work too hard on your side project or you actually have a job, find a hobby you can do for about half an hour each day that you can feel like a kid again. The reason why you feel like disassociating is because you're not making new memories, you're not going outside or doing things that you actually like. What is it supposed to dream about? There's no dreams anymore. Your brain's telling you, please, let's do something. We're reading One Piece again. We're playing Call of Duty on the couch 3 fucking more hours and then the gym. You get the point. Let's keep going. So second thing that most people are feeling when they're not sure what they're supposed to be doing in life is they have a hard time deciding whether they should wake up and do what they have to do or wake up and have fun every day and not think about the future at all. These are both amazing ways of looking at life, but only one of them actually gets you somewhere, and you can probably imagine which one. If you said the first one, you're wrong. If you said the second one, you're also wrong. It was a trick question. You have to fuse both of them. If you're too serious about either one, you'll fuck your life up even harder. When you wake up, I get it. You want that spark in your head. You hit social media and you see tits jumping up and down, or you see some really luxurious life that you're already in your head, no, that'll never happen for me. Or the even more common one, you watch some gamer online explain to you how that thing that you thought was really hard was actually easy if you just do this. Or even if you're someone who wakes up, watches some guy eat some new thing that's already bad for you off the bat, get the fuck off the phone. No, I get that struggle. If you feel like your life is a mess, days are going by blurry. I wanted to wake up to people with really expensive shit buying stuff, or watch stupid college kids say dumbass fucking shit. It was such a waste of time, and what you do after that is what actually matters the most. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna make your bed, plan out a schedule, figure out what does and does not work, and then get to it, or you're just going to get down to it and not even plan and see what happens, what sticks. And then there's also the pile that says, I'll just do it tomorrow. 2 out of the 3 of these options lead to nothing but jacking off and feeling bad for yourself later that day. But I get it. A lot of us struggle with having goals and setting time apart for working on them and then having fun. It could be challenging because you either don't have confidence in yourself, you think it's too big of a challenge, or the dream you think is too big is unachievable and you'd rather not do anything but whatever you're already neglecting your life for, which can be the ultimate showstopper, and you'll get a game over because you don't know what to do or you don't know who can help you. Just keep watching this video and implementing the stuff I've already talked about, plus whatever I'm about to say. It's very debatable whether this is true or not, but I believe it is. Comfort is the killer of progress. Especially for people like me or you or even both of us. We're fucking lazy and we want everything to be fed to us and given easily. But unless you're a king of some sort of kingdom or you have a very rich family, that probably will never happen. It's time to get your butt off and get to work. But depending on what your situation is, getting to work doesn't mean go get a job. It could mean go start a business at home like a YouTube channel or anything else that actually ends up working. Just let me tell you this. If a video ever says X amount of money you can make in a month, it's already lying to you. Not true. Let me just tell you this. If you're running a business of any kind, there'll be months where you'll have more money and then months that you have less money. It's not the same ever. So don't be like me and fall for these dumbasses with the big eyes and giant numbers on the screen. It's not true. And this is a good example why this is hard for you to do, because most things that are worth it in life take lots of time, hard work, and sometimes a good amount of luck. And with all those 3 things, you'll achieve something amazing that you haven't achieved in a very long time, which is something that'll help you train your brain that hard work isn't as hard as you think it is. It's just you haven't done it before, so it's something new, and it might feel very hard at the start and it'll get progressively easier the more experience you get. The way you should live your life is every time you do something hard, you give yourself a reward and then do another thing that's hard and give yourself a reward over and over again until the day ends. So let's say whatever your addiction is, make sure you have a timer on your hand. So let's say you go and work out and you haven't worked out in a long time. If you work out for an hour, you can come home and play a video game for half an hour. But let's be honest, it's going to be a lot longer than that. You're addicted. But you get the structure here. You can have your junk food only if you do whatever is hard for you right now that will help you in the future. And let me be very honest with you, coming from a fucking lazy ass obese man that I didn't want to be, but damn, jacking off at home was way better than going out there and fucking bitches. Even though I really wanted to do that, but who's gonna like me? I'm fucking overweight and don't care for what I look like. But the thing I figured out was, sure, I can just work my ass off, get really buff, and then go and talk to people outside, but I knew social anxiety was my worst enemy and I feared it the most. So I had to do both of them at the same time. Figured out that I need to go to the gym, and then I also have to go and talk to random people on the street so I can gain confidence in order to talk to just anyone in this world, because I'm an adult, I don't go to school. So what am I supposed to do? Where do I find friends? How do I find a girlfriend? It's impossible unless you talk to people. And I know these 2 things are the struggles that you have, but now let me get into the part that you probably want the most. Your desires. You want someone to show you the way, and you've come to the right place. Let me tell you exactly where to start and know where to go from here and not be lost. Can anybody hear me? Good. Let's start the planning right now, right here. Grab a piece of paper or open up your notes. Make 1 to 3 goals that you want to complete this year. Once you have those goals, you're going to make a list of all the things that you think will take to achieve all those goals. And then once you have them all down, go on Google and research every single one of those. Try to simplify this goal as easy as you can. So let's say, for example, your goal was to get buff next year. What does it take to get buff? 1, you have to eat a lot of protein. 2, you have to start working out a lot. 3, fix your nutrition. And then from those, what do you go into? What specific foods do you eat? How much protein for the body weight that you have do you take in? How long in the gym do I need to get to the amount of muscle that I need? And then you go even deeper in there. What type of exercise specifically do I do? Which ones are good and which ones are bad? What type of protein is good that's not just sugar and has a lot more protein than sugar in it? How do I actually count calories? Do I need a scale? Do I need to track how much weight I'm losing? What is the time frame it'll take to go from a body like mine to my dream body? Who are the people that I'm going to watch? Am I going to hire someone? Where do I go to the gym? All that stuff. You're going to figure that out. This planning phase will take 1 day, maybe 2 days max, and you want to start doing some of them while you're planning as well. What you have to remember is what you don't want is motivation. If someone's telling you quotes or affirmations that get you fucking pumped, you probably are going to fail whatever it is because you need that stuff to work. It's kind of like pre-workout. You don't need it. The only thing you need is discipline, the ability to do it even when you don't want to. That is the thing that will get you closer to all the goals you want in life. Once you're done planning, which is by the end of the day, make sure you're going to put day 1, what are you doing? Day 2, what are you doing? All the way to the end of the week, and leave space enough for you to breathe. You don't want to choke yourself into submission. Take your goal serious and take yourself a little less serious. The moment you feel like you're a prick or you're a douchebag, chances are you probably are. Let me be honest with you. Look, wanting to be right is one thing, but having to be right is a whole different thing. Let go of your ego. Be confident in what you're doing, but don't have ego chase you around and drown you in that shit. I know it seems hard, but I also know that you want to wake up and feel like you have passion that most people in this world have that you feel like you're missing. And let me give you some other options just in case you're not a list type of person. One is to just have a goal. Try to stick with a goal even if you feel like you're failing every fucking day. And right when it feels like you're burning out, pivot to something else. Let's say you wanted to go fishing and you're not that good at fishing and you keep trying and trying. You feel like you get maybe 1 or 2 fishes compared to some man over there who has like 10 to 12. Not only are you new to this, so you're obviously gonna suck unless you're born to do this, but you also don't know anything else besides the fact that you know that you want to fish. They could have so many tips and tricks that you don't know. Why not go and try to talk to them and see what knowledge you can get, which that in itself can help you gain more in life than whatever you're doing. But also, let's say you give up on fishing. If fishing was meant to be, don't worry. Whatever you pivot to, let's just say you go and you want to learn how to do basketball. If that doesn't work out and you're really motivated to do fishing, it'll come back in your life. Look, if you just keep trying things over and over again, I know the thought of this being permanent makes a lot of you guys fear life, but just know, just like anything else in this world, nothing's permanent and things will go in and out of your life before you even know it. The thing you were scared of the most doesn't even matter to you anymore. I used to be like that for jobs until I figured it out. I've had so many jobs up to this point. You don't keep one no matter, even if you've kept one for like 3 years, you might leave that job eventually the next year, so you never fucking know. I have left a job in 1 week. I've left a job in 5 years. Things will happen in life that's a fucking roller coaster and you can't even get on it if you don't play. So get out there. Start doing something that you actually want to do. Or you have to do because your parents will tell you, get a job, go to school, go talk to these people. As much as you hate doing that, it actually will help you level up. Not just level up in the games you play. Put the controller down. Let someone else grab your joystick instead of your own. Filthy hand. This life is so surprising. You're going to get headaches. You're going to get boners. You're going to get smiles. It's going to be a whole different life out there and you're just inside doing nothing. If you're a real big nerd, you'll probably say, I can probably get that inside. And while you can, you didn't earn any of that. You just got it because it's given to you. You have to earn things in life to get the reward from it. And the same reason why you clicked on this video is the same reason why people in my life ask me for some wisdom. Because even though I'm not the smartest person in the world, this brain has a lot of knowledge. You want someone to wake you the fuck up, slap you in the fucking face and tell you, bitch, get your shit done now. Let me paint a picture for you just in case you don't know what's going to happen if you don't follow these rules. Let's take Isaac for example. He is working a job, or a part-time job really, that he doesn't really like. Every day he goes to work, comes home, games, eats junk food, jacks off, rinses and repeats, and he figures out that months and years have gone by and there's nothing that he feels he's done this year that he can look back and be really proud of that he did, because his brain has tricked him to believe that he wasn't good enough, he didn't have any confidence, he was not good looking enough. People are thinking this about him, people are making him feel bad. If only he knew that there's a way to train your brain to not only turn off, but work in your favor, and you take the ropes instead of it tying its noose around your neck and killing you. There's probably a ton of questions in everyone's head. What if? What happens? I want to be prepared, but the truth is there's no way to prepare for any of it. Everyone starts somewhere differently, and you can't really compare your growth to someone else because you're a whole different person. And to not even try to see if you're good at whatever you want to do is such a fucking shame. You don't want to die and think, I should have done this. I wish I didn't think this way. Time is escaping, time is moving on, and I get it. This might feel like a lot of pressure, but everyone has their moment where they feel like they're not doing as well as they want it to be. The difference is you're going to make a change now. Since you watched this video, you know exactly what you have to do to make whatever dream you want come true. And on top of that, it doesn't even have to be that dramatic. The point is that you want to find worth in your life, and whatever you're doing now is bullshit. It's not working out for you. Things are not working. So instead of just guessing what to do, this video helped you make a path for you to walk through so it's much easier instead of walking through the mud. Do you want to be thinking 5 to 10 years from now, my younger self was trash? I'm way more cooler working my 7-Eleven job with my wife that I'm okay marrying and having 2 kids that you know you have to take care of because it's your job. Or the polar opposite, you might still be working that 7-Eleven job, but you're married to someone you actually like. You have kids that you can tell 1,000 stories to because you've done something in your life that you really wanted to do, and you have knowledge on it too. And even though you don't care about your job, you have shit you want to do after work that means a lot to you because now you know what you like and don't like and how life treats you as a person instead of what you think life will treat you as a person. And one of the final things I want to say is you have to be kind to yourself. Things are very challenging out here. The people who win in life aren't just the people who are disciplined. It's also the people who understand how people feel. When is it the right time? When is it the wrong time to say certain things? So basically social skills and people who are not fucking assholes. Remember that? If you're an asshole, fuck out of here. Alright, so let's recap. What can you take out of this? You found out how to get rid of days blurring and why that happens. You also found out what's better for you, comfort or growth. I showed you the direction, the path that you have to go on in order to escape this doing nothing era of your life, desperately need to get the fuck out of. And to just make it better for you, I gave you the wake-up call you need in order to get out of this funk. And as I've said in every video, please implement at least one strategy so I feel like this is not just some comedy video you watched and you should throw away. If you got any information from this at all, hit the subscribe, the like, and if you know how to use the hype button, because I don't. And if you also don't know how to, share this around. This is knowledge a lot of people need, but the YouTube algorithm doesn't want to send them the truth. So let's help everyone. Alright guys, see you next time. Peace. Alright, so here's where I'm going to pitch my courses. If you're interested in any type of life coaching from me, you feel like you're in a pit, you need someone to talk to, you need something, I'm going to make one soon. And if you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section below so I can hurry this up as fast as I can.